Hi, welcome to One Word Today. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Welcome to July, actually, and I'm going to do something different in this month by focusing on one Chinese character a day. I'm going to show you this one character, what's the character's story, how it is made up from other characters, how it was built up. It's almost like a Lego piece. And then I'm going to show you the multitudes of the meanings of today, because language, especially Chinese characters, each single character have multiple, it's like a spoke, have a multiple meanings. And then Chinese way to pin down the meaning is by put it in a context in relationship with other characters. And then between at least two characters, each of the characters got its meaning pinned down. So that's my theory. It's essentially Chinese not only is logographical, but it's highly contextual. Okay, so today we're going to start with one of my favorite Chinese characters called music. I translate as music, but as you can see, this is a screenshot from Google Translate. If I enter just this single Chinese character, it came down multiple meanings, and it could be noun, verbs, or adjectives. So Chinese character, one single one is super versatile. Okay, let's start unpacking. In music, came up with the bottom and the top. This is the simplified contemporary Chinese. This is what I grew up with, right? And then when doing this program, I start to look into the root, the origin of the character. And it was written at some point in history like this. This is not even the beginning of the journey. Like even more ancient ones will have more irregular ways, but this is kind of somebody in history systematically went through all the Chinese characters and kind of standardized it, look like that in the past. Okay, so that gives more information, right? You see this ancient Chinese character in looks little bit of different. Okay, so this one is made up of well, I should switch the bottom part. Okay, this is the bottom. That means it's sweet. The reason why it's sweet is because by itself, the up to the corner box looks like smiley face. And this is our mouth symbol. It occurs frequently in Chinese composition. And then when it has a horizontal line in the middle, that means the mouth is holding something in the middle. And according to a historian of the language, that it's the sweet flavor, probably sugar cane or something like that. That's sweet and like an ancient form of candy that humans are addicted to, held in the mouth for a long time. And so that becomes an expression of a sweet, the flavor sweet. So there we go. We have something sweet in the bottom. And on the top, you can see here, this character means speaking. And it looks like this, except missing this one horizontal line, right? So this speaking also is made up of this character that means tongue. So 舌, 言, 口, 甜. Okay, I just pronounce it for you, but our mission here is not to learn all the other Chinese characters, because today it's music alone. And when we look at speak, this character, it's made out of tongue, of course. I mean, that's the main organ to speak. And you can see the tongue and the mouth share this up tilted corner box symbol. That means the tongue is related to the mouth as well. And then ancient Chinese have this very interesting indirect abstract way to point, because this is a pointer. It's almost like a pointer, like a needle, right? But the meaning of it means enter. So from this arch space with this pointy thing pointing toward the direction is going into, and then this horizontal line is an indicator. That's like a contemporary arrow, like a pointing there. That means it's this new space that we are that we are talking about. because here you can see the action of entering. It has the original space and the new space. And when the pointer is ended on the new space, then that means it's inside something, inside the new space. And so we have the pointer point toward the mouse. That means it's inside the mouse. And when this pointer point on this new space, that means we're talking about the thing inside the mouse, which is the tongue. Okay, so we have the tongue made up of speak, and then the top horizontal lines, we can make all kinds of interpretations. My favorite one is this looks like contemporary sound bites. And the lower frame is closer to the language user. The upper frame means it goes further away, right? So it means the sound bites travel through time and space, diminishing its energy. It looks just like that. And so we have the organ of speaking, and we have the result of the speaking together and make out the speaking character. So we have speaking, and we have something, we know the horizontal line means sweet. Together we have sweet speaking, and that's Chinese way to initially just express as a vocal music. It's you are basically singing, and then we use sweet speaking combination to mean it's singing, and singing is pleasant to the ears, right? So it's music, and eventually this extended to instrumental music as well. It's just music in general. I don't know why here Google Translate didn't include this essential meaning of in, because this is almost like the first response from me when I look at this character without the other contextual characters, right? That's the first come to my mind, and that means music. But I guess in contemporary language use, we can see it got diversified into, at least when it mapped to English, it can mean sound, just it doesn't mean pleasant sound necessarily, like music. It can be neutral, right? And I mean, it can mean tone when it pairs with 调, like a tonation. And then it can mean noise when it paired with this 噪. So 噪音 means noise, and then 音调 means tonation, and 声音 means the sound from humans most likely, or no, actually 声音 could mean generic sound. And then 音信 is like news or tidings. I mean, basically it's a different ways to say news, right? And sonic means sound, something related to sound. So that there we go. We have music, and originally it just come from this vocal, sweet speaking, and then that's what Chinese regarded as music. All right, catching into the courtesy of thinking by one more day. See you another day.